Oh, welcome back to Blickling. Today I'm going to see if we can get if I can find the right forward. Forward what goes forward rather than forward what goes in reverse. We're going to make a start at getting the greenhouses going. Then I want to fill up the mix feed here. It needs doing. So first of all, let's get on our way to Blickling Hall and our greenhouses. Now I'm hoping I can get this lot round. I've got some muck up there, but I need Pat, who at the moment is still weeding field 2, to finish with the vent, and then I can get that out with a bucket on and go and load up the greenhouses with some muck, or at least one of them, possibly 2. It won't be a lot because we ain't got that much muck up there. I think I'll put some beacons on. This is not going to be quick going up here. So we can get across before 7 comes, because they don't stop. I think in the last one, one of them ran into me, almost ran into me. As you know, we are now attempting to go arable without any artificial fertilizer. We can do 2 stages quite easy, and the third depends whether we want straw or not. Now this year I will be taking straw off one of the fields. This is a very long pull up here. We're carrying quite a bit of weight. We've got 23,580 litres of water on here on board. Not quite full with it, but there should be enough for what we want. There's only 4 greenhouses at the end here. Come back, I'll fill the sheep up on the way back, by which time I hope Pat will have finished and I can grab the front loader. I need to just get that maintained, I think, before I do too much more with it and possibly give it a wash. It'll be best to wash it I can't. I think it'd be best to wash it after I've done the muck, but of course that means bring it back to the farm rather than back to the sheep farm. I will be buying a cheap tractor when we get some money up for the greenhouses. No open top will do. Just something which can take turn off here, I believe, is it? Yeah, turn off here. Get across to Mister. Now this is going to be fun, actually, getting this lot in between. Whoa. As I was saying, this is going to be fun. We have to hit a post on, or a tree on the side of the road. By driving gets better. It's the easiest way to do this. I wonder if I can turn out in at the end here. There's the trouble, the JCB great tractor lot hasn't the best turning circle in the world. Well, we can get this side done anyway. Just now, where is the trigger for this? I'm going to have to come out of cab to see. I think we must be just out of the way. Coming a bit closer. That is, these tanks will work on here, of course. That is could be another issue. Or we should be in close enough now. I hope it will. They certainly work on Stevie's ones, but it doesn't look like they want to work on these. Let's try the next one along. Unless, of course, one other possibility, these are handed. Now this is going to be fun. I'm going to have to back all the way No we don't. We can see if we can get this one. This does prove one thing, you should always... are we on the right path? Well, I should fill up the codes, so surprised they don't work. If not, we'll just have to invest in a small in-game one. We always use these anyway. Just bring this up. That's why. Let's not shine a trigger. We'll get back in the cab now. So I'm going to have to just leave that up there all gas. Now this is going to be fun. Oh no, I'm going to have to take it down because I can't see. I thought perhaps it must work. They are GTX modding stuff, and my experience with GTX modding stuff, they all work. Better if I could drive in there, but whoa, hold on, head track, and I went too far around. I think I'm going to see if we can get out of here and drive in again. Now, this could be fun. I'm not certain if that gate's got collisions on. I'll try and miss it anyway. Let's go around again. We've got one done. Should give us a little bit of extra cash, and cash is going to be a thing. Although we're not badly off at the moment after selling off that gatherer thingy, merger. Is it here? Yes. And wait for that to finish filling. Yeah, that's done. No, I can't remember which of these we got. It might have been this one, it might have been the other one. Somebody's going to be shouting at me saying, "You got that one?" No, I didn't. It's one of those problems with the way that game extension works. It sometimes just disappears to tell you what's in there, which is handy to know. I find it handy when I'm carting hopefully grass, and then I find out I've got a load of hay. Or normally the other way around, I'm carting hay and I find that it's turned to grass for some reason. And quite often it's actually the game engine itself. Let's back this back a little bit. Come round and try again. We've got these here, so I thought we might as well get them working. It's going to be cheap enough to get them to work. A little bit of water. They should all be fully watered now. So we know, try and get out of here. Go back to sheep, fill up the water on the sheep, and get back to the farm. We could take the bring the front loader down here. We'll see how much Pat's got to do when we get back. Right, the news is, if you watch some of the other videos, you know I've been wondering what to do, whether to keep going with 5 separate series or just cut it down a bit, and I decided I will cut it down. There will be Heritage every Monday, and possibly a second one on Wednesday. It depends on what else is happening in the world. There will be Blickling Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now I've set, I'll be doing 2 Blicklings a week. I want to move this series on a little bit. I enjoy playing Blickling, yeah, mainly because it is my home county it's based on, and often you can say that it's somewhere close to where you live. And OldBor has done a marvellous job. I was going to swing out to come in, but Travis got other ideas. I should be just beyond these. Here we are. I see the signs. Go down to the sheep farm. Swing in. Yep, we missed it. Fridays will be Aldridge 15. I'm calling it Aldridge 15 now because it is on FS15, and there it will stay. Because I still, sorry about that, I just knocked the microphone. Because I still enjoy playing soil mod. I'm going to stick with soil mod for quite a while. Now I have got on here the latest courseplay, which looks rather interesting. It's something they were talking about doing on 15, but either their enthusiasm left them before they got round to it, or time just ran out. I know after working on it for over a year on 15, they were getting a bit burnt out. But now we've got an auto system for sorting out the courses. I've been playing with it a bit on Aldridge 17, but that is not a tight map. Darren has actually eased it up a lot from what it was on 15. That's to suit his own playing style. I can understand it, and I just appreciate the fact that I've been given one of the copies to play with. I'm not doing a series on it because with Aldridge 15, which isn't available, I don't really want too many maps, but are not generally available for playing on. So I decided not to on that one. Oh, that's full. No, I'm just gonna jump out here and have a look around and see how we're doing now. We're on the second bale. We got one there. Oh, I've got to have to come back here to pick the bucket up. Now, let's see how dirty these things are. Yes, that's the idea. I'm going to drop Drumhead and Sanoska. I enjoyed playing both of them. Actually, I played a lot of ours on Sanoska, not off screen, but on a different save. But I decided it may be time just to a little bit down there. I have to come there and clean up. I think. Decided it's time I made things easier for myself. You might appreciate that trying to keep 5 balls in the air is not easy now. I keep hearing that play and I haven't seen it very often. It looks like it's gone into one of the air bases. It looks like a transport. Yeah, I'm not going to be told it isn't. That's not. It's a commercial airliner. I'm not. Once you get past the First World War, I'm not that well up on planes. First World War planes, yes, but everything else, no. Oh, we must get some more hay down here too. We've got. Oh, shouldn't do that when I get in. We've got 2 medals left to do, and I will be looking again when we get money, which might be a little while yet. I'll buy fields and meadows. I'm not going to load this up with water here. I'll wait until we get back to the main farm. Main reason for not loading up here, it's going to be heavy enough as it is to drag back. But I need a small cheap tractor. It's the emphasis on the word cheap. With a front loader capacity. So we'll need a bucket on the front. And a small water tanker. I'm not certain where the nearest water tank or water supply is to the greenhouse, so we'll have to investigate. And we'll see how Pat's doing in a moment. I wish I could remember what the control for getting rid of the products pricing was. Well, at least it tells me what wool's fetching at the moment. 5 is not enough. I want 7. Let's make it worthwhile. Now, oh, she's finished. Oh, great. That couldn't have worked better. We'll get this back. And, that's grown well. Now, that's the only one that's fully fertilised, that field. The rest won't be. They'll only have 2 stages. Because, looks like we can get out. Because the way I'm doing it now, and I've got, as you know, if you watched the last one, if you didn't, why didn't you? I want the reason in writing on my desk by 5 o'clock. I've got rid of all the fertiliser on the farm. I still kept the spreader, but I got rid of the sprayer. The sprayers, I don't need them. I think we'll go in the main gate this time. So it'd be nice just to fill this up with water before we put it back. And I'm going to see how much we can do just to pair off as myself and Pat before we reach the point we can't do any more. I can't remember what the refillers are again. I don't know if I've got any. Just put the brake on. I'm just going to have a look what that's filling up. How much muck we've got in here. And I left this in place. Very little, not enough to worry about. I was wondering when I go back up there, it's just filling up the trailer and taking it with me. Shall we have a quick look what we're on about this and see what we've got? The farm will be too small, or too big. Class, yes, too big. Right, in-game stuff. The Sea-Tour might be a possibility. 59,000, we could just afford it. I don't think the Honeyman will take a front loader, but we'll go with that. So now it's a P. I think this one will. No, it won't. That will, but it's too expensive. I think I shall have to look at get some mods in. Something from the Massey Ferguson pack, I should imagine, will do the trick. As for water, go back to these again. I'm not going to use the fancy system we've got here. I will just use the animals in it. Marvellous, and I can never find them when I want them. Animals, there we are. We'll probably just use one of these. Doesn't take that much power to pull it. I think a 40 odd horsepower tractor will be more than enough for what we want, and we will also need a small bucket and just a front loader. We could use this, of course. 60,000, we could just afford it, but we couldn't afford a water tanker as well. Oh well, that's enough of me rambling on what we want to do. There's a lot of planes going over. I will be starting pigs up, but most probably won't be for another year yet. I want to get the cattle up first to a reasonable amount, so we get some. I'm not going to turn the beacon off now. You can see all the fertiliser's gone, and if we go to cattle to pigs, we will be getting a mixed feeder for mine. I think again we will have a look here. I think there's one. Did I put that in this map or not? I know that GTX have done both versions. Ah yes, we got both here. Expensive though. 110,000, but these are cheaper, but they're so damn big. I haven't got anywhere I can put them, but I could just about fit that in somewhere. As you can see, it's relatively small. Relative is the word. Right, I've got to find. I'll just park the water tanker back over here, and then go and find Pat, and she can come home, and she's finished. That's it. Her work's done for a while. She can go and see if she can save us some. Figure out how to save us more money. I think that's over the, yeah, it's over the trigger there. Turn it off and just to unhook it, but I'll leave the tractor here for now. There's a lot of weight on the back of that. See the way it sprung up? Ooh. Right, I'm going to cheat a bit by doing this. And we're gonna. This was done on ordinary course play, by the way, not on the super deluxe one. Where the hell was the way out? I think we're facing the wrong direction. We want to turn around. We're going to have to turn around in the field. I think we can get there through one, I believe. There's, like most of the Norfolk fields, there's a lot of them which is, one way in is through another field, and this is one of them. And there's one thing that OldBor has done brilliantly. A lot of the fields are, you can get to them by the road, but it's a long way around. But the short way is to go via another field. Helps if that's your field, but in some cases not. I forget which one of the fields. Here I have to go through a field what isn't mine. Now this, you can see one of the reasons why I'm thinking about cutting down on the number of different series I'm doing, trying to remember exactly what I said. I still have the same problem, but be less excuse. You know, what am I doing? Taking away my excuses. Oh, do you want to check stuff? No. Oh, it's 8 days. No, I will maintain it now. I won't bother wash it, I'll just maintain it. The reason being, I don't want to keep bringing it back and forward if we don't have to. Just going to put this up first. I decided I'll park that over here. Of course, this is where our water is, isn't it? I'll put in those tanks. Storyline reason that they actually fill from the sky. If you believe that, you believe anything, but that's the storyline reason. I think we've gone a bit too far back. Put the brake on. Get out. Stop the engine. Oh, we didn't. That's why, because you can't get it in there. Now, where can we put? I thought I got it out of there. Unless we. No, can we drop it, or will that play silly beggars? We can drop it. So we're just. No, we're still going something. I'm going to come out of the cab to see what's happening here. I think not so much we were missing it, we were hitting the side. Let's just level this off. This is another typical Meerman type piece of driving. That's better. Yeah, we're done now, right. Stop it all, because we don't want the engine run whilst I'm doing that. Now we're just going to take this round and just give it a quick bit of maintenance. Then we'll race back to the sheep farm. We're actually quite well up to date on the farm at the moment. I'm looking forward to the first harvest. Now these fields are nice and big, so we should, in theory, get really good results from them. Just hop out. Now, let's see if we're in the right place. We are. Whew. It's dirty, which has also put the price up, and it's done a few R's. Yes, one of the things on seasons, the guys who made it don't like dirty tractors, so be warned. You do pay more if your tractor is dirty. I think I'll put that weight on the back before we go up to the sheep farm. Save messing about there, so we'll just drive this up here. Put the brake on. Drop it down. Get out. Drop it. Back round again. A bit of role play there. Yes, I know most of mine are sort of role play or storytelling. Alright, let's see where we are now. Slow, slow. One of my problems, when I learnt to drive, see, I learnt to drive quite late. I was a motorcyclist. I still am a motorcyclist. I learnt to drive in my late 30s, and one thing that the instructor always had to keep telling me was slow down. And I'm as bad in real. I'm still as bad in this as I was then. Oh, well, I hit the wrong one. It's got to go through this lot until we get to this one. It's better. Alright, lift that, and away we go. Must come out this way. We've still got that stat up there, so that's better. One of the problems on the developer's console unlocked. No, I'm not a developer, but I just like to see what's going on at times, especially if I'm on a new map and I want to find out where the triggers are. Very handy. And also the money cheat mod that I use works through there. Works through the developer's console. Always going to be kittens coming up here. We've got beacons on this one, I believe. Right. Next time you come back, I will have a tractor and water tank with a front loader and a bucket up by the greenhouses, and every time we get a load of muck at the moment, we'll have to go up there because it's where it's needed. But we can't do it just at the moment. Whoa, slow you down, boy. That's Norfolk for you. But it always makes me smile when I go past that sign that OldBor shoved in the Blickling village. Slow you down. We have fertilised all the meadows now. Done the last one. I think it was the last episode I was on with that, or after the last episode. So that's all done. I'm hoping we will have enough slurry. What I need is enough slurry to do one field, to take the straw off, plus the grass fields. Although I could put muck down on the cultivate that in on the field, I take the slurry off. I take the straw off. If I've got any muck left over from the greenhouses. I don't think I need bothered. Let's just see how dirty these sheep are. They are 64 should really be done, but I think I might leave them for now. I'll do those. I think the first thing we need to do is, where do we put the bucket? That's around the corner. First thing we need to do is get the greenhouses up to, or get one of the greenhouses up to full pelt. Whoa, I'm not certain if I'm anywhere near close enough there. Oh yes, we are. It took a bit of a tug to get that down, but don't take the brake off. Back up to the greenhouses. Just put some in one of the greenhouses, some up in one of the greenhouses, and that will be your lot for the day. I'm thinking about, get back to what I was talking about, which was the new schedule with less maps, but hopefully a more coherent, well, as coherent as I ever get, more coherent storyline on Blickling. I'm hoping to start that beginning of August. Now I'm going to say again, there's nothing to do with the quality of Dromada or Sarnoska. I love both those maps, but it's got to a point where I'm struggling. And especially with the new storyline on this one of trying to go not really organic, a lot will be, but it's more to no fertiliser, not as organic as going on OldBor 15. I do believe too there is organic stuff in the slow fertiliser mod. I might have to have a look at that. I've got that on one of the maps. I don't think I put it on this one. And Slow Tide does some excellent stuff. He does stuff that no one else does well. God, he's rushing a bit. I'm going to bring one of the JCBs up to the sheep and just put the wheel on the stick on the back again. Better slow down a bit. Just to clean the sheep up again. Might not be very realistic, that thing, but it works. And I'm not like Daggerwing trying to go all realistic. I'm going to go semi-realistic, as I've always played now. Whoa, woman! Oh dear! Don't even look. Good job they don't do the pedestrians like they do the vehicles now. Since 15, where you hit them and it's like hitting a brick wall. Alright, now. See if I can see how this thing is set. It should be alright. We'll soon find out. Oh, well, we had some in there and spilled it out again. I might have to do this out of cab. I'm not that good a driver to do this in cab, but we'll try and get one of these set up anyway. Not certain how much these things will take. I'm hoping I can go. I've got it in, going actually in there. No, we haven't. We've got some in there. I will clean it up afterwards. I think I might do this out of cab because I can't see well enough. We'll swing around to the side so I can see what angle I've got the bucket at. Wrong angle. it. That's better. Got a full load this time. Actually, a skid steer would be okay for this job. Apart from pulling the water tank, it may not be such a good idea. We got it in there this time. That's better. Get another load. I'm gonna, if we do that, I'll get a screenshot this time. So we try and shut almost everything down. Alt-H. Just got that one there, I can't remember what that was now. It's an alt, but I shall have to look up. This should probably fill that greenhouse. It'd be one full anyway, and I'll probably do the rest off screen if I get a chance. Can't see from there. Yes, I fancy an old Massey for doing this with. And I didn't take the screenshot, did I? This will do. Set up, but that'll do nicely. Oh, we can get a bit more in there. Perhaps I should try and clean that up and down there. Anyway, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber and it's best known to yourself you actually enjoy the way I go about things, subscribe please. And as normal, any comments, questions or queries, have we gone in the right direction? Yeah. Well, it's got a bit of it anyway. I haven't got it all. To come alongside, I reckon, to get that. Oh, some of that went back out there again. Not doing well on this, are we? Yes, any comments, questions or queries, feel free to comment. If you have any comments or questions on seasons, I'm more than happy to answer if I can. Remember, I'm not one of the devs, I'm just someone who's in the right place at the right time as far as seasons was concerned. I'd prefer questions on PCSG. It's easier for me to follow through what I'm doing on there. Yeah, it will mean you have to join, but we're friendly. We don't bite. Well, most of us don't. I ain't got enough teeth left to bite, so I'm safe. Let's see if we can actually get this in here this time. I think what I need is a small tractor which is enough power to actually pull the water tanker. No, we shouldn't spill any this time. And it must be just on full now. Let's just have a look. No, we've still got some down there. Oh. Yeah, that's full. That'll do. Water's almost full. So we've got one of them up to full capacity. It takes 3,000. I reckon we can fill one more up, and I'll do that off screen. So with that, it's me, Aaron saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.